Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Ascension Messages. My name is Bobbie Richardson, and I will be your guide for today. Today, we're going to do some tarot, but first and foremost, I am a channeler. I just love playing with the pictures and so forth of the tarot. So we will channel through some messages and use tarot. And the topic today is all about the new earth and where we're going. Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting topic. I love interesting topics, and I love this topic. It's dear to my heart. It's why I'm here, to help guide others towards creating a better place to live in. Okay, first of all, a little bit of housekeeping. I still have my GoFundMe going. It's been put back up. So if you are keen to donate for me to go to New York and start channeling live on stage, which could be the instigator and probably will be of me channeling live on stage throughout the world. It looks like my team has been pushing me, taking everything else away from me so that I can do all this traveling, and everything's going easy with the traveling. I am so grateful for all those that have donated so far. The person who put this up and is collaborating with me over in New York is just thrilled with how many, and so am I, with how many people have been donating, and the specialness that feels. Like even in this giveaway that we had, not to do with that apparently. Not allowed a giveaway to do with GoFundMe, but there was a giveaway of a 30-minute reading. One of the ladies that I gave it to that was chosen to win, well, she won, pulled out of a hat kind of thing. She wanted to give it away to somebody else, and she booked a full-hour reading with me and paid for it instead. So she's like, give this to somebody else, pay it forward kind of thing. And I'm like, oh my God. And we were all crying by the end of it, going, wow, how sweet is this? We're actually creating the reality that we want to move into, where everybody's sharing with everybody, It was just beautiful. It really was. So I ended up giving that reading to the person who actually put everything together, because she has done so much work for me. So yeah, I thought that was valid for that. And yeah, it was really, really cool how that all happened. Anyway, hey, everybody in the chat bar, Linda, Annie, Emma, and yeah, Linda again, that's so beautiful. It is, isn't it? Like, I just feel we all sat there. We were all texting each other working this out. And then we're like, oh my God, I got tears in my eyes. The other one's like, oh my God, so do I. This is so beautiful that we're all sharing and caring and giving and helping each other. It's just so cool. And the whole reason why this started is because I plunged myself into channeling a few years ago after a massive, horrible breakup. And I just went, you know what? I had broken ribs, the whole fanac, like it was nasty. And I just went, you know what, I'm just going to do me from now on, because whenever I put myself second in a relationship or anything, it just unraveled. It was just terrible. So I just went, what do I really want to do? I want to channel, and I want to channel live. It's in my soul, So I just threw myself in the deep end, and the person that's instigating everything over in New York started to follow me, and she started to take the advice of my team that was giving advice to me as we were going through all these changes. And she ended up having a big, massive shift in her reality. So that's why this is all happening. So I love how it's just beautiful how it's all happening. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Hey, Black Diamond, good to see you in the chat bar. We are going to do this reading. Just before that, also I have to do a little plug on my school, AMAKEL. I always do, because AMAKEL is the new as a school of intuition. And it's got heaps and heaps of games on it. I have put literally, and I am not kidding, hundreds of hours towards these games, creating them, telepathic games, and also lessons as well. So there's 2 tiers. There's just one for the games, there's one for the games and the lessons. So if you want to be involved in that. The family is growing, yay, over there in Patreon. The link is down below as well. It's only a few dollars a month if you want to join with that. And the latest lesson was all on telekinesis. So there's so much more information that I want to pour out into that score as well. Okay, let's get into this. Hey, Sky. Let's get into this anyways. Right, the reading for today is all on the new earth, and I feel like we've been stepping into it anyway. The first message that I got, as I was talking, a card jumped out, so I've got that face down. I don't know what it is yet, but the first message that I got, even before I sat down, was the children of the new site are being born now. The children with the new site are being born now. And this is going to shift everything. I mean, shifting everything was already happening anyway, because the new site are being born now. And this is going to shift everything. I mean, shifting everything was already happening anyway, because we had the indigo children that were born that were like the bullbusters of cracking the matrix and all that sort of thing, you know, just straight down the line with the truth of everything. Then we had the crystals that were born after that, more grounded, but just open and high-end manifestors of their reality through gentleness, through softness and gentleness. But now the children of the new site are being born, and these are children that have telepathic powers. They already know. They're already clicked in to communicating to everything and seeing everything as one, and having this wisdom poured through them. And you will see them more and more and more as we go along, as their parents start to recognize that they are one of those children. You'll see them go socially online more and more and more, and they will awaken many. Yeah, so that's one of the things that's going to happen soon, coming into this new earth. It's going to start changing everything, because once we start to get that was one of the biggest things that was taken away from humanity and pulled us into just the logical mindset being in charge, was our connection to all through the intuitive mind, or the intuitive soul connection. So that's going to be reactivated in humanity's consciousness. It's reactivated through light workers that already have had a life that was telepathic, the life just before this life. So when they come in, they have a real strong connection and understanding that this is possible. They'll have dreams about it and all sorts of things, which I definitely have. And then with us being present and awakening, it's allowing this opening or portal opening for more to be born that have that connection already installed within them. And there's going to be a lot more schools opening up where we are learning all about this. It's more of a putting it to practice. And that's why I've got lots and lots of games on AMAKEL, because it's more of a putting it to practice, like learning how to step away from the logical mind, feeling like the reality of all things is only in a physical sense or a material world. Yeah, and coming back into, wow, we actually have connection beyond our physical world that can only be connected when the logical mind is put in its rightful place. So all of this is like waves of energy. They're showing me waves of energy that's coming towards us about the new earth. Now, the first card that jumped out while I was talking is this card. I haven't even looked at it. So it is the 7, the Chariot. It's the Chariot. So fast forward movement coming towards the new earth now. We are coming more in many more of us are coming more imbalanced. I feel like I'm tongue twisted this morning, but that's okay. Yeah, many more of us are coming into balance, and with that balance is forward movement, they keep saying, but forward movement, where everything's just like we know where we're going. Clarity is taken on board now, because the logical mind is now, oh, I get it now. I get where my place is. And literally in the outside world, we will start to see the masculine energy going, oh, I get where my place is now. And so they will come off their pedestal, so to speak, and it'll allow an opening for more feminine, intuitive, psychic people. Not saying feminine, females or males, just feminine, intuitive, psychic people to start to help guide, because those with the imagination are going to start activating this, to be able to activating their imagination to be able to have more foresight into where this can go, and they will bring in their souls past lives, to ignite their souls past lives and move forward through understanding that what they had in that life can be grounded now on earth. So there's so much more going to happen, as in businesses and all sorts of things that are happening. But this is looking like it's happening a little bit quite fast in some people's lives. And then in others' lives, it's like, what is going on? Like they're showing me this, there's like a split here. And we have the turtles. And the turtle represents Mother Earth and the grounded people, the people that are more grounded. Here we have the chariot and the balanced people that are like thrusting forward with this fast. And then we have the ground people who are like looking at this and going, what is going on here? Why is there so many more of these businesses being developed that are more to do with the psychic range, the imagination, more to do with the psychic range, the imagination, the creative side, inventions that actually help or are conducive with Mother Earth as well. Let's see what else the tarots say as well as we go along. Okay, this one flipped back into the deck and it's flipped up. It is the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So there's a lot more togetherness coming here, sharing just like, you know, the experience that I had before, where we were just all coming together and sharing and caring, and and it was just beautiful. This is going to be, this is more stepping into the higher vibrations of the new earth that we are talking about. So it's not leaving the 3D physical world. It's grounding more love and more of our intuitive response, perceptions onto planet Earth, onto this physical, into this physical world, so that we have an entanglement in both. And we're going to have a lot more compassion coming through, because people are going to start to open up to their feelings and really start to realize they can't hide from their feelings anymore. And when their feelings start to be taken into account, then they start to become more empathic. Now, there's nobody on this planet that can't become empathic unless the only thing that's stopping them is hiding from their feelings and not wanting to feel into things, and like just repressing their feelings, that sort of thing. Because as soon as you start to feel more, you become more empathic, which means you become more in tune with your outer world as part of you, and then you can actually communicate with way more. There's this collaboration with that Three of Pentacles. It's grounding things. Being a pentacle, it's meaning that it's grounding on earth in a physical form. So we are grounding our companies and our shared abilities, where the new earth, or the where we're actually going towards in the higher vibrations, is towards more collaborative, unified communities that understand that they don't have to know everything about everyone, but they do have, but it's like, where are we going? It's like, I'm getting these messages crossing over. It's like, from a logical sense, we don't need to know exactly what's going on in every single detail, but intuitively it feels right. It feels right to be with these people, and that's what we're moving towards. Yeah. Okay. I'll look into that, Diamond. And she's Black Diamond has just asked a question. Crazy story, but I've been to the New Earth about 2 years ago. Kudos, because yeah, I was taken many years ago. At least I believe so. Bobby, if you have a chance, could you ask if this is true? You know what? I'll do free readings at the end of this reading, and I will look into that for you, because I always do free chat bar readings at the end. Okay, there are those that have been taken to the New Earth, and when they get there, you will know it to be the truth, because just as it happened to me when I stepped into that vibration, my monkey mind, there was no monkey mind. It was just clarity. My mind was so clear. It felt euphoric. It just felt peace. It's like, oh, all this tension and fear and that has been pulled over humanity in this program is just released, and it felt just, wow, euphoric. But you know what? They're telling me that it should be that is the natural given of what humanity should feel like. We know this to be true. This is why we're striving to become it again, because it is the nature of things to feel at peace with oneself as a sovereign being living in any sort of reality. And it's only because we became unbalanced due to the fact that we started to meddle in the physical world too much many eons ago. And so we weren't mature enough to be able to handle that. And a lesson had to be developed between our two hemispheres of our logical and our intuitive mind, learning to get to know each other in a way of acceptance. And because it will never completely know each other, it's an inverted concept to create this reality, they're telling me. So the intuitive mind and the logical mind, or the physical world and the feeling world, is an inverted concept of love creating this reality. And so to invert itself like that will never completely understand, but it creates something completely different out of that love. And the only thing that it can fuel it is the love from the other, of acceptance. So the right hemisphere has to accept the logical has to accept the feminine, the masculine has to accept the feminine, even though it doesn't understand it. It's part of a wholeness, and it brings us together within ourselves. And that is literally what's going to help carve this new earth as well. So, yeah, beautiful message there. Thank you, guys. Let's keep going and see what else comes up. Okay, so we have two cards that's flicked out over here. The Four of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So there's a lot of work that's been done here. Somebody is wanting to harvest, but they're telling me, do not harvest too soon. So I just want to feel into this as in a new earth concept as well. Divine timing as we move. Timing will become divinely spoken from within one's feelings. That's what divine timing is. So in this new earth, we will work through understanding that we are needing to be present enough to feel our way through life, instead of projecting when things should happen so that it fits into outside society rule-based place. That's going to fall away, and it's more of the person is understanding, like she's sitting underneath, and that she's waiting for divine timing outside of her to become entangled with her inner understanding as well. And then it will all flourish. So there's a flourishing here, or a nurturing here that takes place when we start to let go of when things absolutely need to happen, and just allowing things to feel right. Now, I'm not saying that we don't, set a time for the future, but we can feel into that timing. When we come into our feelings, we can go, I feel into this timing to be the right timing, and so now I am supporting it, and so I will mark that on my calendar for that date to get together with blah blah blah, or whatever it is. And so it's marked down, and then the divine timing is already set, because you're felt into the essence of, that is the moment that I know this is going to take place, and you've supported it 100% with your feeling or your vibration that is in sync with that moment. So you could still put things down on a calendar, but you have already supported, or supported that. So promises that are made are supported by your intuitive gut feeling. And if changes are to be made because some shift happened, then you will already know that the change would be in response to an up leveling of yourself, which then the other people would have felt into that as well, and they would have either broken away and gone on their own trail of not coming with you in that moment, or changed with you exactly the same. They would have had the same feelings. So you just come forth with divine timing is now shifted. Can you feel that? Yes, I can feel that. Okay, let's move it to blah blah. So it's really interesting. In this new earth, it is a collaboration rather than I promised you that, you promised me that you're never going to be there. You always say this, and then you never and it never happens, that sort of thing. Instead, you feel into it, you trust your feelings, and you go, you know what, I really don't feel like your promise holds water. I don't feel like it has, so I think I'll go over here and do this over here and put my energy into creating the reality that I really want. So this is another change up that's going to happen with this new earth. There's something to do with, I'm not sure if I'm expressing this well enough. I hope I am, but it's something to do with divine timing and coming into alignment with everything, with everybody. And that's going to change for some reason with the Seven of Pentacles. That's what I'm getting, right? I know that this is meaning something else, but we've got to go with this channeled message as well. Like, she's got a basket full of fruit, but the ripeness of this is already ripened, and she knows it's ready. She knows it's time. So there's a timing here that's going to take place too for us that have been doing the work, and it's just going to move us forward towards the missions and whatever our soul really wants to do while we're here. Okay, so that came out with a Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is, sorry, these are really intricate. Four of Cups, like she's looking into this pond and trying to find something. It's interesting that she's put her finger in the pond, so she can't see the reflection of what's above her. And so, yeah, to get that message through, I think with this divine timing card is, be aware of meddling in, like, rushing things, or in the waiting game when you're not quite frequency aligned with what you want to manifest. Don't meddle in it. Don't keep on trying to ask for it to come your way. It's like annoying or pestering your best friend, which is your universe. Be careful of that, because if she stops putting her finger in the water, then the water will still, her mind will still, and then she will see the reflection of, oh, it's there, and now she will look up and she will see the direction she has to take. So we will know in this new earth the direction we have to take, because we're not trying to rush or meddle in the energy alignments of everything that comes from within you first. and then others reflecting that back. So I'm getting into it's interesting. I didn't expect it to go this way. I thought it was going to go a different way, this reading, but they're really getting into the in-depth psychological reasons why New Earth is going to be born here, because of our shift and a change of our perspective from within us changes everything outside of us. And with that comes new communication and new understanding, new clarity, and a release of fear and anxiety and all of that sort of stuff. But I'm also seeing the grounding of businesses, new businesses coming that are really, really going to be cool. And I think some of these people that have come from, that have been born now, and children that have been born now that have had this ability to understand their souls more and have more clarity of where their souls come from, are going to develop businesses that are just far, amazed. You'll be amazed. It's just far removed from the reality that we have been in, and that won't be pulled into, or told off or repressed anymore, is a good word, because of their own absolute knowing within themselves that this is absolutely something that can be grounded, and they will prove themselves right because of their own support of themselves. So this is why that said right at the beginning, the children with a new sight are being born now. It's so important to understand that this is bigger than we're closer than what we even think we are, because they're not going to be screamed about over the news and so forth. They're born to parents that are also awakening, and then when they awaken and they align with their children that are already awoken, then they can help the children become socially active as well. And so it does depend on the parents that they were born into as well. But the children also are pulled into those parents that aren't awoken, or born through those parents that aren't awoken but can be awoken, because they are here to awaken many others. So if they find that their parents understand them and it all pulls together, then their job is then set for more, like to awaken many more. Yeah, really interesting what's coming through here. So we also have over the side over here, another card fell out, the Seven of Swords. The battle is understanding that it was always within you first. And the battle, they're telling me, will turn into determination, because the battle is actually the battle within you. I know that the Seven of Swords is usually to do with somebody who grabs swords and they sneak away with them, and they try to, tell the other, manipulate the other people, or hide the swords from the other people. Like, you can't fight with this anymore. But for some reason, this card is also bringing through the battle that is within you. It's going to shift up into strength, because strength to move forward, where you're changing your perspective from using that to fight the enemy kind of thing, to acceptance of that is what it is. I don't want to play that game anymore. I'm going to take my battle into my strength and determination to create the path that I really want to create. So I'm feeling from the Seven of Swords that the sneaky person that takes all the swords is just you taking all of that hoo-ha that you had in your mind. If you've gone through a lot of crap in your life, then you've got that much strength to pull from there that you've already gone through, and you survived, you're still here, right? To shift it up to putting all the energy into what you really want to create in this and for this new world. So that's going to change up as well. I want to get a little bit, I want to get some details as well as to what this new world looks like. I mean, the importance, I understand that the importance comes from within, and it's just so important to realize that. But it's nice to see like actual things or feel into actual practical things that are going to come for us. So is there any practical messages, like what's actually going to be grounded, as in what are we going to see in this new earth? Like where are we actually going? What's going to happen here? Once we step into it, what's going to be different? Okay, it was a bit of a shuffle there. So there's definitely, you know, there's still some work to be done. We have the King of Wands. So a masculine taking back their power. Okay, so King of Wands. And it fell out with the Ace of Cups. How beautiful is that? Just let me feel into the message of what I'm getting from those two cards. The King of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Definitely with the Ace of Cups, I'm feeling into emergence, merging with our outer world through feelings and communication. So there's definitely going to be, I mean, I think those that are on this path understand telepathy is a big part to play in this new earth that we're moving into. It's a new cup, so it's Ace of Cups, and it's just starting. So there's, when we move into that, because there's like angels in the background and there's like fish as well. It's like the earth and the water, air and the water are coming together to create the air and the water. I think there's going to be some inventions happening that are vibrationally understood. That there's going to be inventions happening that are coming from our understanding of vibrations, more in tune with that. It's going to expand the physical world because it can change the physical world. The essence will always come from the observer, meaning you or humanity's consciousness. But there will be inventions created that are more somatically, vibrationally in tune. And I'm seeing the ability or capability of, like in Star Trek, when they had, you know, been able to manifest things out of the air, food out of the air. It was like breaking down of one object to manifest another, and then we can consume it and that sort of thing. Free energy, free food, free water. They're showing me that is because it's in alignment with understanding that humanity should be within ourselves. We should feel supported in nutritions. And sorry, I'm trying to get this message through. We will feel supported within ourselves of being having nutrients and everything that we want, like free energy and living on this earth in a collaborative way. But also I feel there's going to be this new invention that's going to be made between air and water, and it's going to, and vibrations, and it's going to help us manifest things that, like in Star Trek. And even there will be those that will have the capability to do this within their own right, like put their hand out and manifest food. because they are the creators and they understand creation. There will be keys that will be unlocked, and understanding of being part of creation and in the higher vibrations. Wow, that ability to be able to shift up, change particles or materials. I'm going into, and I can feel it, but it's really hard to come up with the words. It's almost like there's words that are going to also be developed in this new earth that we don't actually even know about, because it comes along with the inventions. And so the words or the capability or the understanding of it is, oh, that's that. It's kind of like if you right here, right now, you know about computers and that sort of thing, or the phone or whatever, and how kind of know how it works in a sense. And you can certainly Google it if you want to know how a TV works and stuff like that. And so, those words, television, mobile phone, they're all created out of the fact that these things have been manifested in our reality. But if you went back 100 years and you said mobile phone or computer, they just would go, what? I don't know what you're talking about, 120 years. They wouldn't understand that language at all. That's what I'm reaching for while I'm channeling. It's like there's a language here that's been developed through the new inventions that are coming the way for humanity. But it's all in alignment with humanity's consciousness, recognizing that they are to nurture oneself has to be a priority. And when we start to take that on board, we will no longer allow somebody to control that anymore. And so that was controlling us, being nurtured on this planet, will fall away. We will take the swords away from fighting it, which is fueling it, and we will start to create or invent these new things that are going to surpass, and already have surpassed, Star Trek and that sort of thing. Apparently, there's quite a few inventions that have been hidden from us too. We are way more developed than what we have been told we are, as in those that are holding those secrets in confined spaces, secret places, drip feeding it out to people. That will be blown wide open as well. And either they will die with their inventions, but others will take it up from a heart perspective, where they will be born, and it will be no one around the whole of humanity will know of these secrets, because they will just take the understanding of that's what they're here to do as their mission. There may be children born now that will invent them in about 10 years time or so forth. And if it was held in a holding cell over here by the ones that are in power and not been allowed to be expressed, then there will be a crumbling of their karma. There will be some sort of backlash of them that will crumble with it, because all wisdom should be shared across humanity's consciousness. This should be a free thing for all, and allow the cards to fall where they may fall. Yes, there will be those that won't understand whatever, but there's no more control. When we stop to control within us, that will stop to control outside of us as well. So that's happening too. And the King of Wands, being that these two cards came out together, I feel that literally that King of Wands is representing those that were trying to control it. But now that if you have the King of Wands in reverse, that's what they turn into. The ones that are coming up that are going to invent this, they're not going to, it doesn't matter if someone offers them $1 million trillion, they'll say no to it. They won't care. They will usher it out to the public. They know, their soul knows that this is their mission, and it drives them forward with this, and there's no monetary that can hold that anymore. And it's literally a direct reflection of humanity within our own inner core, understanding that we should be nurtured on this planet, and every, food, shelter, water, it's all given to us freely by Mother Earth anyway. So it should be free for us, all humans on this planet. And no one should be going hungry. Yeah, and the rose petal just fell at the same time as I said hungry. That will fall away. That will fall away. So, yeah, okay, wow. Let's get into some more messages for this new earth as well. See where we're going with this one. We have the seven sisters, sisterhood, and like we have the Pleiadian energy coming through here. This is 100% the most out of all the packs that I could have chosen in the card that fell out. Seven sisters, Pleiades energy. This Pleiadians are going to start to step forward majorly. And if anyone follows me, this is where I'm from. My soul's straight from Pleiades. So others that have come from different planets as well are going to come forth. They're going to start to share their wisdom as well. So there's a lot more communication with these off-world beings that are going to help enlighten. This is how we can create a better path. But it's always going to be down to the choice of humanity's consciousness and how well they're developed within the balance of themselves, as to how much they will be gifted in this transition, what they can handle. Nothing will be given to someone that hasn't done the inner work. It cannot happen that way, because it'll revert us back to a reset of going through this whole story all over again, and that is not going to happen. So there's a kind of like a bubble effect or something happening where specific people are chosen to be gifted this wisdom to help the forward motion of humanity's consciousness. But they would have already have done the work within themselves, so that they know that this has to be ignited with compassion for all. I'm literally getting goosebumps as I say that. Okay, so we have Maya, beloved Zeus lovers. The cosmic union is destined for greatness. No way. Wow. I'm literally getting goosebumps on my legs. So yeah, we are going to have communication. We're going to have these sightings more and more and more. The new earth is going to gift us the capability of being able to talk to, exchange, go on trips. What else are they saying? Oh my God, they're bringing me to actually entering one of their ships. I'll have to share it with you in this time. Like, it's so interesting how these messages come through. You literally have to watch everything that I do, that I actually produce, because some of these messages are so profound, and they're in the middle of my channelings, and I'm like, man, that's such a good message. It should be shared more. But yeah, I've got so much to do. Anyway, so this is beautiful. They're literally showing me a UFO landing, spirit balls seeking those that are ready in the higher dimensions. So we're talking about the new earth here. So those that are in the higher dimensions that are ready, psychologically ready, they are chosen. And that's what they call the chosen ones as well. So they would already have been prepped for this. when they walk in, like I literally see them walking into the ship. Now everything is materialized on this ship because a lot of these beings too are etheric beings, but they will materialize things in a physical form for us to have a comprehension with our logical brain, because we're still in learning here. We've still got the Ace of Cups, right? We're still learning how to do this. And so the materialization of the ships, they will come down. The ones that will come down will have will be able to be understood. Then they're showing the white room, and the white room is a holding cell. It's the holding cell, as in cell of your, not a cell as in a prison cell, but a cell as in the cells that are within us, a holding cell, because the ships are alive. And there it will be a holographic. It's really interesting. It's like you could sit down and just wait. You could sit down and just wait, but they want there to be a natural, intuitive understanding with who they choose as well. So no one will come into that room, but there will be maybe a button to press or something. And then when that button is pressed, because of an intuition from the person that's now boarded the craft, it's so interesting that they're telling me this. Anyway, I'll just keep going. And then they press the button, and a holographic being that is on that craft will be shown, and then they will monitor which ones you can handle, which ones you can't. So then from there, they'll introduce themselves and say who they are, that what race they're from, what planet they're from, what they're about, why they're there, that all of that sort of thing. And then the next one will come. That is because there's all these different species on some of these ships, and so if you just walk straight into something like that, the fright would literally restrict you, and the fear could just, and not be too good. So then the monitoring would happen in that space of who can you handle, who can you not handle, talking to or conversing with, and then they will be able, the ship itself will be able to monitor who you actually interact with on the ship, so that you feel safe, feeling safe wherever you go. But you would have already have done so much work on yourself beforehand anyway. Oh, it's so interesting what they're showing me. I love it. I love it. They're bringing me to that. Yeah, there was a book that I was writing many years ago, and that part of that was that as well. And they're saying, this is for real. This is for real. So yeah, see how much these cards that are us starting to collaborate with these off-world beings is a definite in the new earth and the new frequencies. Wow. Okay, so I love that. I'll get, these are high-end, high-dimensional, like 5D New Earth cards. So we'll go into this. Wow, Black Diamond, really? That's so cool, isn't it? Oh, isn't it interesting that I bring through that message automatically after you asked, and it totally resonates with what you saw in your dream. And this is it. They come in dreams first because they're monitoring us. How much can we actually handle? You as an individual person, how much can you actually handle? Where's your fears lie at this moment? I can remember lying on my bed back in 2010, seeing these 3 ET faces in front of me that were totally different. They didn't look Pleiadian at all. And then I saw very vividly like grids going over me. It was scanning me. I knew they were scanning me, and they're like, oh, she's not ready yet. So there's this whole making sure that you are ready, that you are not going to move into this unknown aspect of yourself or unknown aspect of them with fear. It cannot come with fear, because you will straight away drop into the old program of overprotecting and ready to pounce and all that sort of stuff. And that's not their energy at all. Their energy is open and heart-spoken and vulnerable and beautiful. So yeah, and and it can't be something that you can hide from yourself. You cannot hide this work. This work needs to be done before. This is why humanity is going through all of this that they're going through, you know, and fear things are showing up in their reality. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? So yeah, this new earth reading is just beautiful. I really love it. It's like I don't need the cards. I could just tell you all this without, but it's really nice to show pretty pictures, and the cards just confirms so our logical brain as well, but I don't need to use them. Okay, let's get into this more, please. What's the question we want to ask? They're saying, okay, so the new earth, and can we give more grounded advice? I like this grounded advice. I understand we have to do the inner work, but let's get more into the grounded advice as well. Although these are very an inward perspective of this. The messages are very in line with our inner journey. Sorry. Here we go. Any messages more that are grounded? I probably will get another pack for that as well, but we'll get the messages from these cards. I did pick them up for a reason. See, they're taking ages because they're like, okay, can you give us any messages about the new earth? Anyways, no matter what. Any messages here? See, as soon as I said that, and a card comes forth. Like, this is beautiful. We are the Hathors. So Hathors, very Egyptian. So there could be the Hathors, a race that's coming back, a race from aligned with the Egyptians that is coming back. Deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Yeah, they're birthing back into our reality again. There's going to be even races that I don't know about and aligned with Egypt that are coming back to help, and they're coming back to help. And please don't be afraid. Please don't be in fear of this as well. The reason why these ones, the Pleiadians and the Egyptians, the Hathors are coming back, is because they were already here in the Atlantis, Lemuria, and moving into the future as well. So, when Atlantis, Lemuria went foul, when that moment fell and the right hemisphere fell and all that fell, then they held on as long as they could through that transition, so they understand where humanity is coming from. And because they understand where humanity is coming from, they'll be one of the first ones that come back as well, to be able to, because it's closer to our DNA understanding of who we are as well. So that's going to be interesting when they come back, and they're showing me they're showing me them not coming through ships. They're showing me portals. Birth is a portal. Of course, it's got it written on there. Showing me like stargates, opening, portals, stones that look like stones that are actual mechanisms for these portals for them to walk back through again, and shaking hands and saying, yes, we know who you are. Do you know who we are? There's a interaction here that's going to happen between this race that's been waiting for the right timing to come. And it can be discovered, or they're telling me the discoveries will be made when archaeologists invite spiritualists to spiritual people to come to their digs. That's so interesting. So I love these messages. So archaeologists, I literally just did this Facebook post that said it would be so cool to have spiritual people advising archaeologists as well. So we've got the left and the logical and the intuitive minds coming together with these digs. And that totally makes sense. That's what they're bringing me to, that actual Facebook post that I put up there. I only just put it up like I don't know, it might have been a week ago or something. And it's just popped in my head, and I love it how they do this. And then now they're saying, of course, it makes sense. This is entwined with this, with them, the discovery, because the spiritualist, or the person who's more closer, who's done the work and is more closer to their soul's understanding of who they are from a past life, probably were born from that, from the Hathors, or those beings that are coming through those portals, and or stargates, whatever you want to call them. And so they will activate them. And so then it's not just archaeological dig that's material world, the material world. It's also a dig with a spiritual essence of oneself, of going back into connection to that past life and then reactivating what was created as a stargate or a portal. That's what they're showing me. That's so cool. So cool. So yeah, that's going to happen as well. So we have those that are coming from the stars and the ships, and we have those that are coming through portals in this new earth experience that we have. And it will all be, there will be no fear. Fear cannot have a place in this as well. So is there any other messages that these cards want to pull through? Okay, so we have Earth School Life Lessons, Soul Growth Study, Higher Learning. So definitely a lot more schools are going to be developed to do with higher learning. Our schools are going to change up. All schools aren't going to be just copy and paste, which is what the logical mind understands. And then somebody else can tell you how to rule your life. This is going to be more of an intuitive school of taking back your power and understanding who you are from the inner core out. So that's happening. Then we also have Breath of Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, micromanaging the universe. So understanding, and in this new earth, you know that who you are is now is a reflection of your outer world. And so when you micromanage that, you can now play out or create the reality that you want on this new earth. So the new earth that's landing comes from those that have an understanding of their outer and inner world as one. And that's learning to micromanage then through the essence of self, of, okay, I'm a creator of my reality. What do I want to see in my reality now? What do I want to be a part of? Who do I want to be in my reality? We're micromanaging ourselves, and then we're aligning ourselves with that experience to happen outside of us. So if one of your micromanaging aspects of yourself is to, say, be in touch with the Pleiadian energy, or have an actual communication with a ship, or that sort of thing, then you start to manifest it. And like Black Diamond in the chat bar is saying, he's had a dream, they've had a dream of that. And so that dream ends up igniting the logical mind into, is this for real? It's astral traveling. It's like his soul knows. And so the dream becomes, and then we start to learn that we are lucid creating, we are lucid waking, and we are micromanaging and creating our reality. So we are becoming more open to the fact that that can become an actual grounded, materialized condition in our reality. And the ship lands, and then we have visitations and so forth. at the moment we're still caught between that dream world and the communication of them. A lot of us are getting communication through our dreams, through telepathy, through channeling, through just, whoa, how did I know that? I've never read that. It's just popped in my head, that sort of thing. Yeah, really cool. Okay, guys, I think I'll leave it here, and I will now go into some free chat bar readings. It's such a powerful, I could probably go on for hours and hours, honestly, with this topic. I might do a part 2 with this topic as well, because there's just so much. I feel like there's just so much there that wants to come through, but I think this is enough to take on just for now. So I'll open the chat bar. If you're leaving me here, thank you so much for being part of this. I love your energy. Your energy bounces off me. And so if you're watching this, we're all part of this energy together and creating this reality that I'm channeling. So yeah, thank you so much for being a subscriber. If you want to mention something down below, it helps with the algorithms, and obviously, blah, blah, blah. So I will now open the chat bar for chat bar readings. And if you want to keep watching, if you feel to keep watching, one of these messages might be for you as well. If you're still watching. Okay. Here we go. Let's start off with Black Diamond, because I was in the energy of them anyway. We will just take ordinary tarot deck here. Black Diamond. Okay. Sorry, just have to shift the energy. It's really powerful when I get into it. Maybe one day soon even, because I've got a lot of time on my hands. I might just do just keep going as long as I want to go live. I'll get a better, much more comfortable seat though. The seat's not the most comfortable. So I might do that and just channel through heaps. Okay, here we go. Black Diamond, Black Diamond. Thank you. Thank you. We have 2 cards that have fallen out for you. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse, and we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. When I put it down though, I put the 7 of Cups down upright. So, okay. 6 of Cups in reverse, I'm feeling like something in your past has been cleared for you to take your cup back. Something in your past has been cleared for you to take your cup back. So you might be going through something as well that is showing you where some sort of fear or blockage has you held. That is an ancestral thing. So your ancestors had this block as well. And for you, when you unblock this, it's going to gift you what you are looking for, which you're talking about contact before, and that you've had a dream. And this feels like when this blockage unblocks from the past, that you would flip your imagination into grounding it onto this planet. And so then that which was taken from your ancestors, where they would have had communication maybe back in the Atlantis Lemuria age, and they had this understanding of being able to communicate with off-world beings, or also they're showing that's one part of it, they're saying. So that happening, when you clear that, then it opens up the gate for you to have this solidify in your material world. It's not just in your dreams anymore, but they're also telling me you can the way too. Your soul is needing to clear something in your DNA so that you can have your dreams or your imaginings coming into fruition. Yeah, it's definitely a blockage there still. This is the reason why it's only coming through in a dream, but they had to do the dream now because it's an initiation into this. But so you might have to go through something just in the near future of, and see it for what it is. Really be honest with yourself when whatever happens. Don't point the finger at anybody else. Just take it as, why am I feeling lack of power in this circumstance? There's something that's coming up that you might feel lack of power in, because they want you to take that power back. Maybe it is believing, truly believing in this connection between you and your soul brothers and sisters. Something there. Oh, it's meant to be a short reading, so that's what I've got for you, Black Diamond. So yes, it's powerful, and yes, they did. Your first question that you had was absolutely, you did. This was a connection, that was initiation for you for this, for the future. So really cool. Yeah, no worries, Black Diamond. Okay, who else have we got? Linda. Just gonna move a little bit because my I'm not in the best seating position. Get comfortable. Okay, Linda, please. Linda's energy, yes. Okay, Linda, you have a Knight of Pentacles that flew out on its side. So you might be, maybe there's someone's coming in, like, slid on the side. So it's like, this is the slowest moving person. It's like you might have been waiting for a while for something to come in person. It's like you might have been waiting for a while for something to come, or somebody to come in for you. It can be a person. Slid on its side. They are, it's like they're still, whoever, it's almost like a message of, are you waiting for someone? They're not ready. I don't think they're ready. There's something that's not quite ready because it's coming on its side. I'll just clarify that for you. I feel like you shouldn't wait to manifest what you want. If you're waiting for something to come in, maybe it's money or a person. I'm not sure, because this can represent both. And they're giving me a story that could represent both too. So I'm just going, maybe it's both. Don't focus on that. What you want to create, focus on bringing that in for yourself, because this will gift you more understanding of how you can manifest, and you're not allowing somebody else to be the control aspect of that manifestation. Yeah, that's the message I'm getting for you. I said I'd pick one more card, see if there's any other message with that. And two fell out together. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is, yeah, they want you to move on and create the wealth that you desire. Take the whatever you were going for that's involving maybe somebody else, and they're kind of controlling the aspect or controlling the situation. Take that away and then go, what do I really want? What do I want? And then align yourself with, this could come in any way. And I don't need to rely on somebody else anymore or anything else. This is coming from me and my manifesting my reality that I desire. So I really feel this is going to come fast then. When you start to align with yourself, imagine yourself with what you truly desire and feel into that feeling, then this will come fast for you. Yeah, that's the message I got for you. Okay, Liz. Well, It's a long time coming, but some just kind of fell out over here. So maybe your energy is like, because you've got the Strength in reverse next to the King of Wands and the Temperance in reverse. It's almost like, oh, I've done too much, I can't do it. Maybe it's time for you to have a little bit of a rest and trust that you are allowed to rest, because I think you're a bit exhausted and tired, and like, I feel off these cards that you're tired. You're like, the cards took ages and then they kind of just fell out. Like, yeah, I literally see someone just sliding off a bed into their day and going, oh, I have to get myself up again. Here we go. I feel like you've gone through a lot and you've done a lot of healing. There's been a lot of healing in your energy field. It's time to just take a step back and give yourself some nurturing advice. Like, just relax. You've done well. You've done well. All of these cards, I suggest, even in the reverse, they suggest you've done well to me. You've done good. This is good. This is a good thing. But maybe time to take a bit of a breather from everything and just, nurture yourself. Get a bath, go swimming, something like that, or, cook your favorite meal, buy your favorite meal or something. Nurture yourself. Just have a day where you don't do anything. I'm taking a day off and I'm sitting in bed and I'm binge watching movies for a minute. I don't know, whatever you feel is good for you. So that's good. You're welcome, Linda. Yeah, so that was for Liz. Okay. And Annie, AMAKEL school is 100% cool. Thank you so much, Annie. It really is. It really, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep on keeping on. I love creating those games. I love creating the lessons. It's my soul just loves it. Loves it. So yeah, money will come in eventually with it all, and I'll be able to support. But I'm already supported. Because I love it. I love doing it. So I'm glad that you're getting something from it. And I'm going to do more and more fun ones. So I'm actually creating a portal one at the moment. It's like what's beneath, and you go through a portal, and there's it's an advanced telepathy game, this one, because there's not many advanced telepathy games up there. So I'm going to bring that one through. Next, that's what I'm working on now. Anyways, you're all right, Celtic. It's okay for being late. You should go back to the beginning of this reading. It was so freaking cool. Ask anyone in the chat bar. It was like so many cool messages that came up. Really, really cool. Thank you, Celtic. I think you'll really love this reading. Right. Who else? Did I say a name? I can't remember. Okay, we'll go with Emma. We'll go with Emma. Oh, I just bent that card. We'll go with Emma. Emma, please. Emma's energy. Emma. Don't forget too, I do intuitive readings and that. Oh, my prices are going to go up because I need them to go up. And I've kept them as low as possible for as long as possible, and I've looked at other people's price ranges, and my price range is really quite bottom compared to other people's price ranges. So I'm putting my prices up. I tried to not to for as long as I possibly could, and but I think it's time for me to acknowledge that I need to support myself a bit more with that. So yeah, so if you want a free reading though, if you want a reading at the old prices, though, that's going to be for the next week. I'm only going to put them up next week. So, yeah, I've given out notices and stuff like that. But I thought I'd better say it live on YouTube too. Okay, so for Emma, we have the Ace of Pentacles. OMG. Literally walking down, like they're showing me Wizard of Oz. Walking the yellow brick road, you are on the right path. You are manifesting and going to ground what you really wanted to ground. You're going to ground the abundance that you're seeking, what you have put into your vortex or your that you want to manifest into your reality, to do with abundance, to do with business, to do with feeling secure, safety in this world, you're on the right path. Keep walking that path. It's going to take you to the pentacles that you really desire. This is coming in for you. It's magnetizing towards you as well as you magnetizing towards it. It's on your radar, they're saying. The radar is in your radar. You can see the bleep. It's coming. It's coming. So just hold the frequencies and keep going the way you're going. You're doing really well. So that's a beautiful message for you, Emma. Oh, what Emma? There's two Emmas. Okay, well, I feel that was for Emma in the pink. Okay, I'll do Emma Brown now. That's frustrating. I just looked up and went, two Emmas. Yeah, Emma in the pink that was for. So Emma Brown, Emma Brown, Emma Brown, Emma Brown. No, that's too many. Thanks. Emma Brown. Wow. Well, yours just flew out onto the floor. Yeah, strength. So there's a bit of something that they're asking you to just hang in there a bit longer. Okay, what's this about? Strength. Please, any other messages that are coming through for Emma? I feel like you don't know if you've even got the strength to do what you want to do. Like you're wanting to bring in either manifest a man that's wealthy or manifest your own wealth through your own business. It could be read for both of those. But manifesting wealth into your reality and taking control of your wealth. And I feel like you don't have the strength to do this. It's almost like, because it fell on the ground, it's like, oh my God, do I really have the strength to cope, to do this? So there might be, you do have that, but it's interesting they're pulling out this. This strength card is spelt wrong. They've spelled it with a C instead of a G. It looks like a C to me, if you can see that. And I'm feeling like you feel like you don't deserve. And this has to be switched up for you. Like change this within yourself first, and then you will have the King of Pentacles coming your way. You'll have the abundance that you want coming your way. Change this within yourself first. So there's something within you that's still showing up as not worthy or don't have the strength, or maybe it's even a program from when you were a kid. And I totally understand this because I've gone through this a lot within myself, in my own reality, and having reevaluate the way that you think about yourself, because it takes more strength to give yourself negative vibes that stress you out and feel hard to handle in the end, then saying, I'm not listening to that anymore. I am worthy. I am amazing. And I can bring through this abundance. And when you start doing that, you feel lighter, less stressed, and you have the strength to bring that all through. It's actually a release. And so switch that strength up to going inwards and changing everything, because the abundance you're looking for is coming in. Like you are just behind the other Emma. It's interesting. So the other Emma's message would be for you once you do this. That's so cool. Love that. Okay, guys. I think I'll leave it here. If you want a one-on-one reading with me, I would take the advantage of having the old prices because they're going to go up next week. So, yeah. And I'll probably end up doing some other talks in between. I'll just see how we go this weekend and what I feel like, going with the flow. So I'll probably see you before next Tuesday. But if I don't, next Tuesday I'll be doing another channel message live. Yeah. Until then, thanks, guys. Bye.